That's great. Hi, everybody. Hey, Brad Tassell here. And look, it's a whole different setting, but let's start with this. There is good news. There is a new drug that can slow memory loss from Alzheimer's. Amazing. And in other news, there's a new drug that can slow memory loss from Alzheimer's.
In a cabin, going crazy, 'cause a flu that's worse than swine swept the planet, so damn it, here we are in quarantine.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for more than a year. Come on, you know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our strange quarantined world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
Hey, everyone! It's time for the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell
What is that you're
and
doing, Steve?
Steve Goodie.
Oh, you're playing
Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome their very special guest,
Andy Corwin!
live from their respective quarantined homes. And now, please welcome Brad Tassell!
Yay! Patty's going to be sitting here in a minute, but she's wandering around the house that we made. You can come in if you like. So we rented. It's a big, weird old house. It's like my mom's house when I grew up. A little musty in here.
It's not me, it's the house.
Is it? It's not you? It's not you? Yes, that's good. It is the house because it was here before you got there. Hey, Gwen just walked in from the show. Gwen will be on July 1st, I think. Oh, no, it's Gwen's mom, actually. Gwen's mom will not be on the show. It's good to see everybody. A lot going on. I apologize. I'd like to say hi to everybody. Hello, Katie. Thanks for coming. Say hi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Katie will be here also, and Andy's going to be here. Hi, Andy.
Hello there.
Yay, coming in. And our cast of amazing people. We are in Columbus, Indiana. Steve chose not to come. He was going to come, but then he found out it doesn't pay anything. There's no money, actually. So what are you doing? Patty, you could just turn the camera. You don't have to do that. You could turn
No.
Patty is being a problem already. Okay. Well, hey, let's not.
That's better. Look.
It's so much better. So here we go. I'm going to start reading the jokes from Columbus, Indiana. Here we go. Let's see if they're funny. First joke. A 30-year-old Texas mother spent the entire day at her daughter's middle school pretending to be her 13-year-old daughter. Who saw that? None of the faculty questioned the mom all day in the hall or classes or questioned if she was older than 13. She did it to prove the school's security was lacking. She was finally outed and arrested as older than a young teen when she didn't know all the words to the WAP by Cardi B, that song. That'd be funnier if I could actually say what the WAP stood for.
Yes, it would.
It would, I know. Harrison Ford, joke number 2. Harrison Ford, 78, is filming the 5th Indiana Jones movie. Come on, everybody. Where are you? The last outing was 2008's Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. The new film will be titled Indiana Jones and the Plastic Hip. That's a good one. All right. In Washington, cicadas grounded President Biden's press plane. Did you see that?
I didn't either.
No. A Delta Airlines charter was all set to leave for the UK and follow Air Force One to cover the president's trip, but the plane was breached by thousands of cicadas. Wow. A spokesman for Delta said, "Our policy is clear. No mask, no travel." And that was just to a woman, that was a... Okay, here we are. I've got faith in this joke. The Department of Justice has created a ransomware and digital extortion task force as part of the government's response to the surge in cyber attacks. Did you see this? You may not know this, but Trump gutted the U.S.'s cybersecurity to fund the wall. Because hackers disabling the power grid is a much smaller priority than causing illegal aliens to have to climb.
Fighting.
By the way, the new task force hacked the hackers of the Colonial Pipeline and retrieved 2.3 million of the 4 million the CEO of Colonial paid the Russian hacking group. Did you see that?
I did see that.
The cases of hijacking, software, and data are skyrocketing in this country. Skyrocketing. It's getting so bad that C-3PO makes R2-D2 wear a condom when he accesses his ports.
Oh my.
That was dirty. Patty went outside. She didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear this. Hey, you'd never hear me say this, but here I'm going to say it. Trump has been exonerated by the D.C. Park Police, who said that clearing the protesters June 1st last year with tear gas and rubber bullets was not to open up the sidewalk for the ex-president to take a picture with a Bible in front of the church. The police already had it on their calendar to violently attack protesters to de-escalate the situation of protesters being peaceful. The goal was to erect a fence to stop peaceful protesters from the nothing they were doing on the lawn. And they thought that, it was just a coincidence that shootings and beatings happened just before Trump wanted to show his devotion to that Jewish guy that he doesn't know the name of. Okay. Those jokes are just a lot of words. For everybody. Is Katie still here? Wow, I can't believe it. Yeah, she's still here. She's like,
I'm committed.
You're committed. Yeah. Well, here are 4 more jokes and see if you're still committed. Hey, okay. This is wild. Alice, you've probably seen this because you're so sciencey. Researchers have revived a microscopic organism after 24,000 years in the Siberian permafrost. Revived it. They've also gotten the tiny critter to reproduce. What could possibly go wrong with this?
Sounds like a movie from the asylum.
I know. But officials, to be safe, immediately sent it to the lab in Wuhan, China for safekeeping. Yeah, do you all know what that meant? By the way, in other cyber news, a lot of cyber news this week. In more cyber news, a worldwide internet outage and disruption of websites around the world yesterday was caused by one customer of the San Francisco-based cloud internet server Fastly. One customer. The customer changed one setting on his laptop and created a 49-minute worldwide outage. The company's spokesman said, "Gilligan!" Man, you got to be over 50 to get that one, don't you? Let's look. Nope, Katie, no idea. Katie's like,
I got it.
Oh, did you get it? You get
I
it?
mean, reruns exist.
That's true. Rerun. Wow.
That was very good, little buddy.
That's right. That one was good. This one, not so much. But just the concept here is crazy. Yesterday, so GOP Texas House Representatives member Louis Gohmert Pyle. It's just Louis Gohmert. I added the Pyle. Asked the Forest Service if maybe the Earth's rotation or orbit could be changed to combat climate change, or maybe we could move the moon a bit. He asked that.
A majority of people voted for this person.
I know. Can you believe? Well, they also voted for your guy.
Yeah. It's
So, yes, that is all much easier than just putting up solar panels. God knows how better.
Okay.
By the way, one Forest Service spokesman said about the ideas, it might be possible, but we need to check in with Lex Luthor. Luthor. Okay, last joke. And then we're going to you, Steve. You ready? Let me get ready to do that. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready to go.
I can just do it.
No, you just calm down. A Pennsylvania man is charged with creating a fake identity as a Trump family member to dupe people into donating to a phony political organization. He told his donors he was raising money to support Trump's reelection. More than 100,000 followers were fooled. 100,000? I'll see that and raise you 80 million dupes, said the actual Trump. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to replace the spotlight. I'm Brad Tassell. Patty's coming up. We've got a great show. Here he is. It's Steve Goodie. Yay!
Hey, buddy. Let's hear it for Brad Tassell. Little buddy did real good, didn't he? Yes, he did, making us proud every single week, no matter where he is. This is a very big week. I'm very excited about this entire show. First of all, my friend Andy Corwin, my old bandmate from 1,000 million years ago, is on our show. He's doing 2 songs live for us. And then we're going to do a video of an old song that he and I did at the Bluebird Cafe 7 years ago. And he's the writer of our Thursday Carol. So we're going to hear a lot from Andy tonight. And I think that's awesome. Also, Brad and I are going to be pushing our Halloween show again. We're starting our Brighton Fringe run this Monday for 2 weeks every day at 1 p.m. Central. That'll be 11 a.m. in the Pacific time zone, 2 p.m. in the Eastern time zone. We'll be doing our Halloween show because it's Halloween in June because we say it is.
Yes.
Yes. So with that in mind, our top 10 list is so appropriate. The category tonight, top 10 reasons Halloween should be all year round. Why it isn't, I have no idea. So these are the top 10 reasons Halloween should be all year round. Number 10, we're already wearing masks all the damn time. Number 9, if I have to brush and floss every single day, it's only fair.
Ooh.
Candy. Candy. All right. Number 8. If Trump can get free daily candy, he might not want to be the head of a cult anymore. Just a thought. These are some of the reasons Halloween should be all year round. Number 7. Tricks are all year round. Treats are all year round. Hello. Number 6. 24/7 vampires wouldn't suck. Or would they? I'm going to do my Brad now.
More teeth.
Number 5. Zombies plus goobers equals sweet, sweet walking death. Walking death. Never mind. All right. Number 4. Cosplay is all year round. Just add panhandling for candy, and you don't have to have these little kids ruining everything. All right.
Yeah.
Number 3. Chocolate-covered cicadas will keep costs way down for about a month and be very crunchy and wiggly. Trick and treat. These are the top 10 reasons why Halloween should be all year round. Number 2. Oompa loompa doompity. Do we really need a reason?
Good point.
Good point.
Okay. And the number 1 reason Halloween should be all year round. Constant trick-or-treaters at Matt Gaetz' house might keep him too busy to go to work. That's what I'm saying.
We need one more.
We do?
And
I
that
need one
is
more.
because people would listen to our album all year long.
That's right.
The Halloween
Hey,
album.
they already are, gosh darn it.
They already are, darn it. And Christmas. Steve and I are such sellouts that we played our Christmas songs before the Halloween show so that people have to listen to them. And I play all our music off Amazon so that we get paid something. I don't play it from other means. I play it so we get the quarter of a cent for just that. So Steve Goodie, come on everybody, clap for Steve Goodie. That was fantastic. I want you to do one where one of your numbers takes 2 pages. Like it's number 8 and it goes all the way down and then it goes on the other one. You have to do another one.
I did that once and you complained.
Oh, well, I know. I just want to have something to complain about. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right now. We have a gentleman here. He's let's look at him. It's Andy Corwin, everybody. Come on, let's hear it. Master musician, master comic, master songster.
Hello there.
And he knows Steve. So, what are you going to do, Andy? You going to do something or?
Well, let's see. I thought maybe I'd do an autobiographical song.
Ooh.
Okay.
Some folks might describe me as a quintessential man, branding cattle, mending fences, drinking coffee from a can. But you know, they're only half right. There's more to me than that. And when that spotlight hits the stage, I wear a different hat. I'm a cowboy by day, ballerina by night. I'm graceful as a dying swan, dressed in leather and chiffon. I ride the range all day, and then at night I leap and I twirl. A man's got to feel like a man, except when a man's got to feel like a girl. I learned a painful lesson. I now know what occurs when I put my feet in third position when I'm wearing spurs. Other cowboys mock me. I guess they find it hard to ride the trail beside me when I'm wearing my leotard. 'Cause I'm a cowboy by day, ballerina by night. You find me at the rodeos, wearing my capizios. Some folks think I'm schizophrenic, and Steve Goodie might be right. I'm a cowboy by day, ballerina by night. Sometimes I feel like John Wayne. Other times I feel more like Margot Fontaine. When I ain't at the saloon, I'm stretching at the bar.
A-R-R-E.
I am the most limber cowpoke that you've ever seen, by far. F-A-R-E, Steve. But I've got a problem, 'cause one day I'll have to choose whether to die with my boots on or in my silk toe shoes. 'Cause I'm a cowboy by day, ballerina by night. When my working day is through, I commence to pas de deux. Don't you?
I did.
I ride the range all day, and then at night I leap and I twirl. A man's got to feel like a man, except when a man's got to feel like a girl. A yippee-i-o, plie.
Andy Corwin, everybody. Come on, let's hear it. Cowboy by day, ballerina by night.
That's
Does it hurt the dynamic if you switch those? If you're a ballerina by day and a cowboy by night, does that?
It doesn't pay as well.
It doesn't fit. You've almost got a flash dance thing going there, cowboy by day. Almost a. So let's hear it again. Let's hear it for him. Let's hear Andy Corwin. Everybody. That was amazing. That was fantastic. Andy will be back in a few minutes to another song. By the way, he sang that song, and I want a pina colada right now. Anybody else really just want a pina colada at this point? So I'm really good. Hey, we got a ton of show, and I'm going to keep going on with it right now. Our next guest is a comedian who I met, and she knocked me out. We met at here, I'm going to bring her up and talk while you're looking at her. And Katie, I want to bring you up, and then I'm going to talk while people are looking at you. So there she is. I guess I could put us both up there. Could I, Steve? Are you in charge? Put us both up here for a second,
Yeah,
Steve.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, put us both up here. So that's Katie, and it's Hetlage, right? Is that how you say it?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Katie and I showed up on a gig. It was a fundraiser for a high school, and it was in a dark, creepy 1940s gymnasium.
Could have been haunted.
Could have been haunted, real dirty, a lot of older drunk people, and I got paid $60. Did you get paid $60?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah, and which was like, I guess just having any gig was fine. And we got there, and a very nice man, and you destroyed. They loved you, even though
Thank you.
no one could see you on stage. You couldn't see us on stage. There was zero. There was a spotlight from.
It was an audio show, basically.
It was an audio show, and it was amazing.
We did a podcast on a stage.
We did a podcast for a bunch of people who were drunk at a fundraiser, and I loved your stuff. And I asked you to do this show. And the good thing about you, too, is everybody looks at Katie. She has dropped the median age of this show by 22 years. So
I'm 52.
I was joking that you're but you're 28, right? You're actually 28. So that's good. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to stop talking. Steve is going to remove my spotlight, and then you may do whatever you like for as long as you like.
Okay. Wow.
There you go. Hi, Katie. It's Katie, everybody. Yay.
Hello. Thanks, everyone, for being here. It's nice to talk to anyone. It's obviously been like a very weird year, and I actually quit my job in February of 2020. Not an ideal time to do that, apparently. Just wanted to like really prove I wasn't psychic, I guess. I don't know. But I'm lucky because I did land a job pretty soon after that, and that's what I'm doing now. I am actually a stay-at-home girlfriend. And I'll be honest, like I was not sure that I was qualified for it, but it turns out there are still some jobs where you can sleep your way to the top. So good for us. No, it was pretty easy to get. Like my boyfriend did not even want to hear about my relevant work experience. It was like, I can get you references. Like you remember your coworker, Kyle? Like, we can call him up. But it's a pretty good job. We adopted a coworker during the pandemic. That's great. Turns out you can only play fetch for so long before someone gets tired, and someone would rather lick their own balls. But but overall, it's going well. There are some perks. Like I do have a retirement plan as a stay-at-home girlfriend, which is unexpected, but it's just that my boyfriend is older than me and he has life insurance. So I think I'm set on that. I don't get any health insurance though. Like stay-at-home girlfriends don't get any health insurance, but I do have a plan to get covered because my boyfriend has health insurance. So I think if I just unionize, like I just get a union cake, union rings, then I'll get covered. Then I'll get covered for sure. No, people ask, we've been together for a while now and we just moved to New York together and people ask about marriage and weddings and all of that. But to be honest, I'm a little bit weddinged out. Before the pandemic, I went to 7 weddings in 1 year.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, wow.
Yes, exactly. It's too many. And I know like it's very sweet that my friends, they all found love and they all got married and they all want me to live below the poverty line because of it. Because weddings are so expensive, right? Like they're expensive to go to, but I was in some of these weddings and that's like a whole other thing. You've got not just the wedding, but you have like the rehearsal dinner, you have the dresses to buy and the bridal showers and like the bachelorette parties. Like I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend. I don't have room in my budget for dick confetti. Like there's no rainy day fund for matching tank tops that say yes, she's taken, like a real life Amber Alert. Stumbling around Nashville, right? Like that's not in the cards. And bachelorette parties are fun, but I do think we need to lower our expectations for them. Because they're fun, but like there's always one girl there who just needs it more than anybody else. And it is never the bride. It's problematic. Right? You can always spot who this girl is too. It's like so easy because she will start every sentence with ladies, tonight is gonna get crazy. Okay. Okay, right? Tonight, let's all get on board, okay? Because this is Beth's night. This is Beth's night, so we'll need to get crazy. Is it my first night out in 4 months? Yeah, it is. Did I drop my kids off at my sister's? Yeah, I did. So we're gonna get nuts. Okay, let's get crazy. And like kudos to her. But do you want to know the craziest thing that has ever happened to me at a bachelorette party? I met Mitch McConnell. Yes. This is a very true story. We were in Kentucky doing the Bourbon Trail. So we were in Kentucky where he like lives. And we went out to dinner. We're at this restaurant. And right when we sit down, I see across the room, I see that he is also eating dinner at this restaurant with his wife, Elaine Chow. And I'm telling everyone at the table, I'm like, here's where they're sitting. Here's who they are. Here's why it matters. They do not care. And that is when I realized that like, if we are eating dinner at the same restaurant as Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and former Secretary of Transportation Elaine Chow, we are eating at too nice of a restaurant. Okay, whatever you think about them, they are fancy people. We should not be at the same. Like I saw Wendy's by the Airbnb. Let's circle back. We're going there. So I did add up how much I spent on all of those weddings. In 1 year, I spent $3,630 on relationships that I am not a part of. Yeah. And I mean, here's the thing. If I sound like bitter or sad or anything like that, it's just because I am. Because now I have to get married if I ever am going to get that money back. Like they owe me. Right? They do. I mentioned earlier that I quit my job. That's very true. Before being a stay-at-home girlfriend, I actually was a teacher. So that silence is why I quit. I did like teaching, to be honest. I did like teaching. What I didn't love about teaching is how people would respond when they found out I was a teacher, because most of the time they would say something like, good for you. Good for you. Wow. I could never, but good for you. Which is just a crazy way to tell someone that you would hate their life. Okay, that seems rude. Or they would be like, ooh, a teacher. Wow, you must love kids. I taught high school, so did not. Did not. I like teaching high school though, because I got to teach like fun classes. I taught a lot of electives. One of my classes was sociology, very fun class. And I remember one time we were talking about this concept called cultural lag. And it's a pretty simple concept. It's just the idea that like technology advances faster than language. So how we still say like hang up the phone, but now everyone's just tapping a screen, or like roll up the window, but we don't actually roll it up anymore. You're just pressing a button, right? Or like leaving a voicemail when really you're probably being attacked if you're my age, because why else would I be leaving a voicemail? We don't do that anymore. So that's right, like that's cultural lag. And I'm explaining this to my class, and this one student, Sam, she raises her hand and she goes, okay, I think I've got it. Is this like how Jim used to be short for James? One, no. and to used to be. And she's like, I was trying to give her examples. I was like, well, yeah, Jim is short for James, just like, you know, Bob is short for Robert, or like Bill is short for William. And she goes, you mean that's not just a thing from history? And I was like, I don't know what's worse, the fact that I taught seniors or that on my roster, Sam's name was 100% Samantha.
Yeah.
Like someone has to tell her. Not me. I didn't get paid enough. But no, I did like teaching. I think the worst response that I would get from someone when I told them I was a teacher, it was always from guys, because they would be like, a teacher? We didn't have teachers like you when I was in high school. Like what, 28 with a bad credit score? I'm sure you did. Okay. But one guy, I was talking to him and he like put his own spin on it, which is very gross. I told him I was a teacher and he goes, I wish I was in your class right now so that I had a better chance of getting with you.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Oops.
And I mean, I will say that is the first time I've ever been hit on and accused of pedophilia simultaneously. First for everything. I didn't date my students. I just want to be very clear about that. I did not date my students, because sometimes people find out that I taught seniors and they're like, but you look so young. Do they ever hit on you? And the answer to that is no. They can barely hit on each other. Okay. No, they did not ever hit on me until after they would graduate. Just to explain, I had a student a few years ago. His name is Matt. And actually Matt's not his real name, because it's short for Matthew. But he was like a fine kid. I probably wouldn't really have remembered him, except for the fact that he sent me a message on Facebook. He found me on Facebook, sent me a message the day after graduation asking if I would like to go to dinner with him sometime. And when I didn't respond, because I didn't want to go to jail, he followed up by saying, it would be strictly professional, of course. And I have to admit, I was like a little bit impressed, just because, you know, we give this generation a lot of crap for like being lazy. And here is this kid, day one of summer vacation, already scheduling professional work meetings.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Already getting his first HR complaint. Like, that's initiative. I'll tell one more and then I'll get out of here. Brad mentioned that I'm in New York now, which is true. Just moved here a few weeks ago and I had to sell my car, which is sad because I like driving. Like, I do miss driving. And I remember back when I was in Indiana, I was driving up to Lafayette and I passed through a work zone, like through a construction zone. And I saw this orange sign on the side of the road that said 26 lives lost. I was like, oh, okay. So I keep driving, and then I see another orange sign on the side of the road that says, due to reckless driving. I keep driving. I see another sign in a construction zone. Like, okay. And then there's another sign a little ways down that says Road Worker Safety Week. I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. And then they had one final sign, a little orange sign on the side of the road that said, please slow down. And honestly, at that point, I was already driving very slowly because it is hard to drive fast when you have hit 5 people from reading signs. Very distracting. So it's probably for the best that I did sell my car. But that's going to do it for me. This was really lovely. Thank you all for being here.
Yay, let's hear it. Come on. Let's hear it. Come on. That way.
That's great.
Let's hear it for Katie.
Thank you.
Fantastic job. Hey, I do want to ask you, so you've been in New York, what, a couple weeks? You're settled here?
Yes. Settled in the sense that I do have a couch. That feels pretty settled.
Are you on, what kind of camera are you on? Show us around.
The camera, and this is my laptop.
Okay. Give us a little tour.
This is the brick wall.
Wait, you're on the Upper West Side. You're in a two-bedroom.
This is the couch.
Your boyfriend is rich.
There's the kitchen.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
Wow, Patty could house sit for you.
Patty's a house sitter.
Yeah, we're still missing a few things. Like we don't really have a TV yet. That's still got to show up.
He's got an iPad.
We're missing some chairs. Like this is really the only place to sit. So.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a real personal one.
Guess what floor is it for?
Here's a real personal one.
Oh, we're on the second floor.
Did everybody go?
Did everybody go?
You had a number of people supposedly moving with you. Did everyone move?
Well, yes, kind of, in the sense that they aren't here yet because they were always moving later than us. But we do have another couple that's going to be living with me and my boyfriend and our dog.
Will be a couple.
I mean, as of today, yeah.
And how far is, and you're going to be, and I don't know if you want people to know that, you're also going to be at Columbia doing your master's in the fall.
Yes, the secret's out. I'm not just a stay-at-home girlfriend. I am in grad school, which is kind of the same thing in a sense.
Especially if he's paying for it. Anyway, so
he's not paying for it.
I know. How you're on the Upper West Side, the commute's not too bad. It's like a 15-minute subway ride. Oh, well, that is fantastic. Okay, let's hear it for Kate, everybody.
Yay! Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to find you on here and remove you. I'm going to remove you. Ready? You ready to be removed? Okay, you're removed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he's waiting in the wings with another song. We love him. And there he is. It's Andy Corwin.
Hey, okay. All right. Am I muted? No, I'm good, right? You can hear me?
You're good.
So, people always ask, why don't write more gospel songs?
Andy, why don't you write more gospel songs?
You know what I'm saying? People
Why doesn't
always
Andy
ask
write more
that.
gospel?
Well, you know the reason? It's because I'm a Jew from New York, and we don't have a lot of gospel songs, woven into our rich cultural tapestry. But here's the thing, though. One day I realized that I had no reason to feel sorry for myself because there's a group that has even fewer gospel songs than us. That, of course, is the agnostics. And Steve once said to me, he said, Andy, it's impossible to write an agnostic gospel song.
Impossible, Andy.
I said, no. I'm arguably a colossal waste of time.
Colossal.
But I'm really good at that. So here is an agnostic gospel song. There is a train that is bound for glory, but you won't find me on board. If you're wondering why, come and listen to the story of why I'm not on a first name basis with the Lord. When I was a little child, just a little bitty tyke, he used to read the Gospels, and I prayed at night up in my room. But then I went to college,
UCLA,
took them horns, and the required reading included Schopenhauer, Kant, and David Hume. In a very short time, in the relative sense, I had to declare my major, and I chose philosophy, 'cause I began to think, therefore I am, that I could totally ace the midterm, because I could already spell epistemology. By my sophomore year, still living in the dorm, I began to doubt and ponder the very existence of you-know-who. I had become
godless heathen.
No, actually, I prefer the term agnostic.
Whatever.
Profound as Bertrand Russell, existential as Camus. Hey, give me that old skepticism. Give me that logical positivism. Dialectical materialism's good enough for me. Oh, have you washed in Einstein's theory that space-time is curvy, linear, not flat? Or speculate each moment of your life is as random as Schrodinger's cat? So today I stand here as a non-believer, but I'm tempted to change my ways. 'Cause recently, while I was thinking deeply, I realized agnostics don't have any holidays. There's a train that is bound for glory, but you won't find me on board. If you're wondering why, come and listen to the story of why I'm not on a first name basis with the Lord. Duh.
Andy Corwin!
Andy Corwin, everybody.
Agnostic gospel song.
That's so weird to hear you sing that song and not be singing it with you. We've played that song so many times. I'm looking forward to, in a few minutes, after we have our Patty Melt, we're going to see a live recording of Andy and me at the Bluebird Cafe in 2014 doing a very naughty song that got me fired.
Woohoo!
That'll be great. That's coming up. Thank you, Andy. Don't go away. Well, you gotta go away. All right, and now for our traditional...
I got it. Hi, everybody.
Yay!
Let's hear it for Steve. So, hey, we've got a weird thing we're going to do. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Patty Melt.
Woohoo. What? This is so weird. I'm there, and I'm oh my God, I'm in the studio. I am in Indiana in this house with Brad because he talked me into driving here. This is my first road gig I have done. 4 hours in the car. I don't know about anybody else, but I can't do more than 3 or 4 hours. I start getting sleepy, which they say is bad for driving. No, because when I drive, it's like, it's the sound, it's the motion. I'm like, this would be a good place to take a nap. I maybe daydream when I drive. I don't know if anyone else does that, where you're driving. Like, if I even short trips, my mind starts to wander, and I'm like, ooh, I'm driving. I totally forgot. I have gotten home after driving somewhere, and I'll be like, I have no idea how this happened. And I'll watch the news and see that there was a hit and run accident, and I'm like, was I at that intersection? So here's the thing: when you're on the road, and as comics, we have spent so much of our career on the roads, highways across the country, and you often get into situations where you're like, oh, I nearly died. And today I nearly died. So here's the thing. Look, I have so much respect for our truck drivers, our semi drivers, are moving goods across the country. They're bringing ping pong balls and patio furniture and parachutes. I needed 3 Ps. I apologize. I got started on one thing. They have a job to do. They have stuff to move. And I don't know if we just look there when there's construction and you know that your lane is going to end. I mean, your lane is just being eliminated. They're just telling you this lane will no longer exist in a few moments, and you have a choice to make. Do you move over respectfully? You know what? I'll get over now. I'm not gonna take my chances. Or do you go all the way to the end and get over at the last second? And if you do that, you know you run the risk of someone going, I'm not letting you in. I'm not letting you in. You want to get in? Oh, I'm gonna go faster. I'm gonna go slower. You're not getting in. So here's the thing. I will be honest with you. I actually am usually a late merger. I don't know, and I know that sounds horrible, but I also believe in using all the available real estate when possible, especially let traffic keep going. But this time I thought, you know what? I should probably get over. There's a lot of traffic. I'm going to move over. So I use my signal. I don't know if you guys do that. Do you use your turn signal? I think it's fun to do, so it lets people know what's happening next. So here's the thing. I actually used my signal. I mean, I remember I went like this, which meant I'm going to go that way. If I'd gone like this, it would have been that way, which would have been a cement barrier. So I went like this, and I was going to get over, and there's a semi. Now, there was plenty of time, and I was like, fine, if he wants to speed up, then I'll let him go in front of me. I'll get behind him. Only he slowed down, so I couldn't even get behind him. So now when I try to speed up, he speeds up. So there's nowhere for me to go. I can't. If I speed up, he speeds up. If I slow down, he slows down. I can't. So I drove into 2 barriers. barrels. What I'm saying is that somewhere south of Purdue, there's a couple of barrels that are turned over and the side view mirror cover to my car. So if somebody could just, and maybe, but here's the other part is that, so I'm like, well, I'm going to get a picture of this guy's truck and his plates and find out who he drives for. And on the back of his truck was a Bible verse. So it was a John 3:16 something something meet Jesus. So apparently he was a recruiter. That's the position. Thank you guys. That's my melt.
Who knows for 32 seconds? Switch.
Proud graduate from the Katie Hetlage Driving School and Storm Door Company.
Patti Vasquez, everybody, come on. We did a show tonight, by the way. Fantastic at the 4th Street Bar here in Columbus. And we had Gwen. Oh gosh, how to say her
really
last
funny.
name? Gwen was
Did
so
you hear her
sweet.
intro for me?
What was your intro? No, there was no intro. And she didn't know. She had Patti Vasquez. Patti Vasquez. She didn't. Of course, I couldn't remember her last name how to say it either. So, but I asked Gwen. She's gonna hopefully be on the show July 1st here when we do a Joe's. So my internet is unstable, so we may lose this show. So Steve, what are we doing right now?
We're going to share a song. You ready?
Do it, because I may lose my internet, so you share.
Actual Size, live at the Bluebird Cafe, 2014. Hi, Andy.
Hiya, Steve.
How's it going?
Oh, just great.
We are.
Arrived, man. We're at the Bluebird.
I know, it's a dream. I'm scratching
the
things
car.
off my
We're
bucket
here.
list, left and right.
Oh, I gotta plug this in.
Yeah, you get the monster cable. I get this Walmart cable.
So, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna do that naughty song you wanted to do.
Well, I never claimed to be well endowed. There's nothing that makes me stand out from the crowd. It ain't my intention to tell you some lies or to misrepresent my actual size. Actual size, actual size. I try to be honest when I advertise. Cause I don't want it to be a surprise if you feast your eyes on my actual size.
How's the bass solo?
Good one, too. Well, there was this girl that I dated last fall. She told me that size didn't matter at all. But when I applauded her for what she said, she added, except of course when you're in bed. Actual size, actual size. Hey, let's hear it for average guys. I didn't come here to proselytize, just to speak up in favor of actual size.
Second bass solo. Never had a lesson.
Steve Goodie, ladies and gentlemen. Well, yeah, I'll admit the temptation is there to exaggerate what's in your underwear. But if you think you need to conceal all your flaws, then you're just like them women that wear padded bras. Actual size, actual size. There ain't no reason to wear a disguise. Be proud of your, and don't stigmatize yourself for being actual size. Actual size, actual size. Beauty resides in the beholder's eyes. Let all of them other dumb jocks fantasize.
Gonna get a win.
Stand erect and be proud of your actual size. so much.
Thank you,
Corwin.
Steve Goodie, ladies and gentlemen.
Actual
He
star.
baffles science.
Sure does.
Hey, Steve,
That was
question.
Yes, Brad.
What's the Bluebird story?
Oh, the Bluebird story. It opened in 1982. It was a small little place in a strip mall.
No.
Oh, you mean when is it going to open again?
Yes.
We don't know, but it will open again. They're being very smart. They're such a small place that it's really impossible to distance in that place. But they have a thriving online tchotchke business. And since it's a famous venue, people flock to it just to look through the window, even though nothing's happening, and they buy stuff on the website. So they're not going to go out of business like many places have in Nashville. But we don't know exactly when they'll open. We're hoping for August. Fingers crossed.
So, we don't
Steve,
sell
let
any
me know.
tchotchkes here. But what you can do is go to virtualcomedyshow.com and you can click donate to the comedians because
Yes.
As Katie said, it's a joke that she's just the live-in girlfriend. She needs money too. So if you go and donate, we of course give all the money to the comics. We love when you do that. So please do that. Also though, we do make a little money if you go and find us on Spotify or anywhere out there, or get Steve and my albums, or anybody's work that's out there. You can find us anywhere. You can go to stevegoodie.com and download both our Halloween and our Christmas album and get those ready for the holidays, right?
The Christmas album is wonderful.
Oh,
That
thanks.
is really wonderful. We had to, we did have to cut the more inappropriate songs to play before the Halloween. We're playing them before the Halloween shows, so we had to cut the more inappropriate ones for the kids. Yeah, but really, go do that, everybody. And now we do want to tell everybody out there, please, starting next Monday, June 14th to 27th, we are at the Brighton Fringe.
Woohoo!
Brighton Fringe, we are doing the Halloween show. We just did a great show last night. Steve, I'm going to show you the review. They reviewed our show last night, and it made the year for the kids at this camp. We did it Scats. They were all middle schoolers.
Wow.
They loved it. They just said it made their year. So
That's great. And that's a crappy year right there.
that is a crappy year so far. So go to ultimatehalloweenparty.com and you can get your ticket. You buy one ticket, everybody watches. Steve, do we have a thing to play?
We sure have a thing. Here comes the thing. If I
That's
can get
not
the thing
it.
to play.
That thing? That isn't it.
That's not it.
All right. Well, Steve's not
I'm
playing
trying
the
to find the
thing.
play button. Here we
I'd
go.
like to let everyone know that I'm
There it
done.
goes.
There it goes.
Ooh, Igor, this is not my match. The vampire's ball is a swanky affair.
Master, I brought the shovels.
Good, Igor, good. And did you bring my latte?
Yes, Master. Skim milk, true splendor.
Good, Igor, good. Let's get started. Oh, yes, Igor, yes, raise the platform. It's time.
Well,
Hiding from ghosts. We're hiding from ghosts. Oh man, I think we're toast. We're hiding from ghosts.
Come inside.
I would agree with that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So please come see the show. It is at 7 p.m. in England, but it is at 2 p.m., 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And it is great for everybody. It's not just for kids, it's for everybody. And by the way, we got 4 stars from Broadway Baby, which is the publication for the West End in England. That the West End is Broadway in England.
Oh, cool.
4 stars.
That's
from
4
them.
out of 4.
Okay.
Well
4
done.
out of 400, but it's okay. So, no, 4 stars as in he loved it, ladies and gentlemen. So, Steve, is there anything else before we finish up this little shindig?
Just want to thank Andy Corwin for being such a big part of our show and such a big part of my life. And we're very excited. We appreciate that he has let us use his Thursday Carol for our closing music for over a year now.
I know, it's amazing.
It's
Fantastic.
his song, and we co-opted it.
And let him know that every YouTube steals it from us every week. They
Every
copyright attack me every week. Also, let's thank Katie, everybody. Katie Hetlage. She will be in every club. Katie, by the way, have you been to any clubs in New York yet?
No.
Okay. So, she'll be doing that. She'll be getting out, she'll be in the cellar very soon.
I just
And
finished
Andy,
up my my semester, so I had classes at night.
Oh, okay.
Andy, will you be at Esther's Follies every Sunday?
No, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Wow, in Austin,
Meaning
Texas.
next Thursday. Esther's Follies here in Austin, Texas has been
Resident
closed since
there.
the pandemic
Yeah,
started.
that is fantastic.
Reopening
Love
next
that
week.
club. Oh man. So okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and let's thank Patti Vasquez. She's still.
Patti Vasquez!
Daddy.
Yeah. By the way, send us money because she wrecked her car. True story. Wrecked her car driving down here because she was annoying a truck driver. I think she didn't list that
I
out.
feel you, Patty. Some similar thing.
Doing
happened to
this
me.
for like 30 miles. He's like, I've honked the horn. Get out.
Could have
Okay,
been.
now it's time for the worst joke of the week. Then we'll say goodbye to Facebook, have a Thursday song. Everybody else, hang out. We'll talk for a couple minutes. Here we go. Wait. Something with throat. Here we go. Worst joke of the week. By the way, it's a bad time to take a flight. Airlines, airfares have skyrocketed. I don't know if you know this. Planes and airports are packed with people, and Karens are putting extra wires in their bra just to get noticed by the TSA. Wires.
That is the worst joke of the week.
It is. It's getting so bad that American and Southwest have postponed all alcohol service on any flight for passengers to lower incidents of drunk violence because of delays or mask requirements. Luckily, the rule doesn't apply to pilots. Good night, everybody. Wrong one. Hey, that's good. That's a Thursday song, but looks
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with Milko, Spam, and Pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry